Alright guys, I'm going to show you what I originally thought of on how to handle being able to jump start the Ocean myself. Now when I say jump start, I'm talking about, coming out and you got a 12-volt battery dead. It really puts you in a weird situation because you can't get inside the car. If your 12-volt battery is dead, you have zero way to get inside the car. Even if you try to use the app, that won't even help you. So originally I came up with this, and what I did was I put the tools in it that I'm going to show you in a few minutes to get inside to be able to open the hood. But I used this so much that having that in there all the time and taking it out, I use this every week to take my garbage down, and I'm always putting, a storage compartment on this. And then if we want to go on vacations and I've got the storage compartment back here, this simply doesn't work. It works, but it's inconvenient. So I wanted to find a different way to be able to do this in case, we are out and we're going on vacation here shortly. And, let's just assume for some reason I find myself with a dead 12-volt battery. I would really like to be able to handle that myself, just like I do in all my other vehicles, or a flat tire or stuff like that. So let me show you what I've done. First of all, when I'm talking about jump starting the Volt, a lot of people are familiar with these simple jump packs. I keep these in every car that I have. Every single one of them, I keep one of those in it. So, I would like to be able to keep this in the Ocean, but you can't keep it inside the car because you can't get inside the car. So, you have to figure out, how do you get access to this? Okay, that presents another problem. How do you get access to opening this? Because your 12-volt battery is right here. So if you need to jump start the Ocean, you need to get access to this. Well, to get access to this, you have to take out these 2 bolts. And these 2 bolts go way back in there. And so you need a way to be able to take those bolts out. So this is not an easy thing to solve when you think about it. It's one of those things you're like, really? How am I going to solve that? So what I decided to do, and I got my wife recording here, and I'm just doing this on the fly. What I decided to do was, I decided to see if I could hide the tools that I needed in this. Now, I know if you watch videos, they tell you to put a tool in here and pry this out, but I'm telling you, you can just reach right under here or right up here with your fingers, and you can pop this out. You just pop it out here, work your way across, and you can pop that out. So what I have come up with, if I've got it out here, yes, okay, I do. What I have decided to do was, you need a 13 millimeter on this, okay? You need this to be able to unscrew those bolts that go back in there. So you have to have access to this tool. So what I decided to do was, I'm going to keep this together, and I'm going to put this in that front fascia, like that. I'm going to keep that tool right there. And then I'm going to take a zip tie, and I'm going to put a zip tie around that and anchor it to where what I can do is I can pop this off, and I can have access to this so I can take the bolts out. So if I were to be out, have a dead 12-volt battery, I can cut my zip tie. I should have a pocket knife or something on me, or a pair of fingernail clippers. Cut the zip tie. That should hold that in there nice and secure, I do believe. And then I'm going to keep my jump start kit. Stand over there just a little bit. I debated on where to put this. And I'm sure if you were to ask Fisker, they would say, absolutely don't do this. But, I'm trying to improvise here because who's going to come jump start the Volt for me? And are they going to have access to this? I would just like to be able to handle things myself. So what I'm actually going to do is, I thought that this location right here would be pretty good because you can brace it up against this bar. and you've got another bar back here, and I'm going to take long zip ties, and I'm going to zip tie it around this very securely where it can't go anywhere. So I don't think that will be a problem at all. And then about every, I'm going to say about every 5 to 6 months, I'm going to have to open this up, get this out, charge it, so I know that this is charged, so that when I need it, I can jump start the 12-volt battery. So if this were to happen, I can pop this off, I can take the bolts out, I can cut my zip ties, I can open this, get this out, hook it up to my 12-volt battery, and then hopefully through that, then I can use the NFC reader or bug flew in my wife's eye there, the reason the camera's messing around, and then open the car, because you literally have no way in this car other than what I'm suggesting here if the 12-volt battery's dead. So that's my suggestion, and that's actually what I'm going to do. So if you're interested in doing something like that, you know, you do that at your own risk. I assume no liability, you know, if something goes wrong here. But I do think that that's a pretty good option for what we have to deal with. So that's where I'm going to put it. That's what I'm going to do. If you have a better suggestion, hey, I am open to it, and let me know what you think. I'd be glad to hear that, because, you know I could zip tie stuff different places, but I would like to keep it hid. I would like to know it's going to be there when I need it. So I really couldn't come up with a better suggestion. All right, guys, that's it. I know it's hot in this garage. I didn't want to put the fans on because you won't be able to hear me talk. So just let me know your thoughts, and, you know, we'll have to stick together on this because we're going to need ideas to take care of this thing. The hardest part is going to be parts. If a part goes wrong, we're probably going to have a very, very difficult time getting parts for this thing. But jump starting, it should be an easy fix if you were to find yourself with a dead 12-volt battery. All right, guys, thanks a lot, and until next time. You stick around just a few minutes. I thought that would be the end of the video, but I'm going to show you how everything looks after I get it zip tied together. So you might want to see that. Okay, after thinking about this a little bit more, I'm going to turn the light on here. After thinking about this a little bit more, I decided not to put it in this area right there. I was thinking, okay, what if I have an accident? Maybe those bars get pushed together and, you know, smash that together. So I actually got started looking at the way the, if I turn the light, its own light on here. Yeah, I think I can. I actually got started looking at the way the hood is shaped, and there is enough space to actually put it right here. So what I've done is I've actually zip tied it here, and I zip tied it in with this string as well that's on the case, so there is zero chance that that gets scooted around or anywhere. And I thought in an accident that would probably provide a lot more crush space, because there's really not anything there. You know, there's the hood, which that's actually soft. There's this big space here, and so I thought in an accident it would be less likely that that would actually get smashed together, and there is enough space here to close the hood. Now, of course, I'm going to take clips and clip those off, and so that's where I decided to put it. All right, guys, hope you found this helpful. So I got those trimmed off. I actually zipped this open right there and dropped a pair of fingernail clippers down in there, just in case I needed something to cut those with, you know, just in case. Okay, and then there's the 13mm wrench that, of course, you can see I've got zip tied there. So even if I didn't have something to cut that, I could, you know, I could break that. That's not a very large zip tie like those are. Those would be, boy, those would be very, very tough to break. But I usually have a pair of fingernail clippers on me or a pocket knife. But I think that solves the issue, you know. Not sure of any other suggestions you might have, but that's what I came up with. All right, I'll pop this back in there, and that's it.